Hey, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a phenomenal day. I am having an absolutely amazing day. Give me 1 second. Whoops. Wrong microphone. So now it ought to be a little bit better sounding. How is everybody doing this fine day? I hope you're having a great day. We got two videos today. One is going to be a little longer. So I was going to do three, but we've got two because the one after this, I think is kind of important. And I wanted to just go over it at length because there's several videos we're going to be breaking down. But um, this one right here is just a pretty crazy fucking person uh, telling us why body positivity didn't move. What's the face for? Anyway, great talking to you on the call yesterday too. And I saw a message from you earlier. I'll get to you in a minute after I'm done with this. But like, I've got these things set up, and I was doing client consultations most of the morning, and then I worked out. Uh, Starting to ramp up my training a little bit. I'm going to institute some hill sprints, which I don't have a hill. I've got like an upgrade, but I'm gonna do some sprints over here. I got my TRX right here. I'm grabbing some more dumbbells here soon too. And then this summer, I'm just gonna fucking crank it the fuck up. I'm gonna get so redneck jacked. It's crazy. Hey, Alan, did you see Fat Acceptance is going after the Think Before You Sleep channel because of that video he did against that crazy redhead? I did not, but I shall check it out because that ain't gonna happen under my watch without somebody fucking answering for it. Anyway, today we might as well get to it. This TikTok fat activist gives her opinion on why fat positivity failed, and I'm just going to retort back a little bit. Here she is.
Fat positivity didn't.
Okay, before we get to anything, I'd like to point out, like, everybody in the fat positivity bullshit fucking movement, all that stupid ass shit. Notice how her hair is done like, uh the traditional way and all sorts of shit. Like, this is the problem I have with all this bullshit. It really is about people trying to make sure that they like feel good about themselves. It has nothing to do with what's actually good for the person. And I think that that's just kind of tragic. I really do. But let's listen to this, well, obviously crazy person.
Last. Because for many people, that transition from fear of being ridiculed for having ridiculed someone never transitioned into actual acceptance.
So I don't fear of ridicule for previously ridiculing somebody never turned into acceptance. You shouldn't accept being fat. It's not acceptance. It's giving the fuck up. That's the thing I think that people don't understand. You're not accepting being fat. It's not fat acceptance. It's not like learning to love yourself. You're giving the fuck up, and you know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. It is not a matter of like, I just love me for me. No, 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 no. You love food more than you love you. Like, let's get it straight. Like, this girl's fat. She likes food more than she likes her body. That's I I will take any arguments against that. But if she didn't love food more than she loved her own health, longevity, body, family, all that shit, she wouldn't be fat. I myself, I was very fat. I was 100 pounds heavier than I am right now. Very fat. Um, it's not like I'm a small man now. Like, I'm not fat by any stretch of imagination. I'm lean, but I'm still not a small person. But I was 100 pounds heavier than this. That's not because anything else. But it's not because of anything besides me. Like, I was not being good to myself. I was not being good to my family, society, those sorts of things.
And appreciation of fat people.
Why should there be appreciation of fat people? Like, somebody tell me this. Why should we appreciate fat people? I don't get it. Because we shouldn't. Like, we're gonna pause real quick because this is something I wanted to talk about. So we're gonna pause because it's my fucking shit. But why should we appreciate fat people? What have they done for society? What have fat people done for our society? I can think of dozens of negatives. I cannot think of any single positive fucking thing that a fat person has done for society. Not that fat people can't be positive members in society, but the actualness of being fat, what does that do? Like, why should we appreciate people for being fat? Why? It makes no sense. We shouldn't appreciate people for being fat. We should be upset with them for being fat. And I know people don't like to hear that, but just so everybody knows and understands, let me do this real quick. Just so everybody knows and understands, being fat is bad for you. Being fat is bad for society. Being fat is bad for the fucking planet. If you are morbidly obese, if you are fat, you are a disproportionate burden on society. And you know it. We all know it. But to appreciate people for being fat, there's nothing to appreciate. You motherfuckers are you are a burden on all of us. There's nothing to appreciate fat people about being fat. There's nothing for society to appreciate. Why would we appreciate something that is bad for the person, society, our healthcare system, our shared healthcare expenditure, the planet, their own longevity? Like, why would we appreciate somebody for being a selfish, privileged glutton? Why? Why should we appreciate anybody for gluttoning themselves huge by the overconsumption of resources that drive up food costs through overconsumption? Supply and demand is an actual fucking thing, people. Wake the fuck up. Just because in your world the sky is purple with rainbows and unicorns dancing on the rainbows, shitting out glitter, does not actually make it fucking true. It does not make it true at all whatsoever. Being morbidly obese makes you a burden on your family, yourself, your friends, your society, like your community. You are, in fact, a disproportionate societal burden. Period. It's fucking crazy that people cannot. It, I find it amazing that people are like, oh, we should appreciate fat people. For what? What the fuck have you done? Nothing.
They just didn't want to say what they thought out loud because other people would think they were a bad person for it.
Well, reality, that's you just described the entire body positivity movement. They they need to lie to your face to tell you you're awesome and that you look pretty, even though you're fat as fuck. And I'm not saying you can't be pretty. That's a matter of, opinion. But you look like you abuse yourself. You look and the way you sound in complete denial. You sound crazy and fat. That's how you sound. Like it's sad that somebody's so young slash middle aged because she's extremely young, but she's middle aged because she's fat. Like if she's 25 and she's as fat as she is right now, she's middle aged because 50, 55 is going to be max. Reality exists.
It never actually changed how they thought and what they believed internally at all.
They're never, and people aren't going to, nobody actually changes it. You, young lady, young old lady, young middle aged lady, we'll give you the benefit of being middle aged. You, young middle aged lady, you don't haven't changed your opinion. Every time you have to hold your breath to tie your shoes, or you get winded going up a flight of stairs, you know it's because you're a glutton. You know it's because you're fat as fuck. You know it is you. You know you did it to you. You don't appreciate it. You're just trying to like make it. You're trying to make basically state that people don't actually change their opinion about fat people. That's because reality exists, and we can see you struggling. Like we can clearly hear people breathe in soup. You know, like the fat person sound of in between fucking gasp for breath while they're walking. Yeah, that's not healthy. It's fucking crazy.
That monologue continued on the same. They just felt the need to be quiet about it, which was exactly the critique of people during the body positivity movement, warning that, hey, this isn't rooted in anything substantial. It's all about.
I love how she's saying that it wasn't rooted in anything substantial. You want people to believe you're okay while being fat as fuck. That's not rooted in anything substantial besides your fucking feelings. Like, I love how she's talking about, like, she's trying to sound all intellectual. That's not rooted in anything substantial, blah, blah, blah. It's based off of your fucking fifis. That's why it's not substantial. It's based off your motherfucking feelings. And your feelings are lying. You're lying to yourself. So you're basing it off of untruths told to yourself about your feelings. That's why this doesn't work. Get off me.
Hey, feel good about your body. What happens when that ends? And so now we're
You're fat. That's why you don't feel good about your body.
seeing a rise of fat positive and fat creators losing weight and shitting on people who haven't. Of course, fat.
You're shitting on people who haven't. No, they're just losing weight, and I see way more the other side. You guys think you're getting shit on by people losing weight in general, and then saying they feel better because oh now they're saying that being thinner is better because it is 100% of the fucking time. If you're 300 pounds, your life is going to be much better at 180 pounds. I don't give a fuck who you are. I mean, if you're an average height person, like that's the only caveat. If you're average height and you're 300 pounds, you will feel much better lighter because reality exists. It's so fucking pathetic. Just ridiculously stupid for these people to be talking this way. You know that if you have to come up with a whole ass fucking thing, uh, excuses and all sorts of bullshit. I'm sorry, but I you can't be taken seriously. Like, why do we even take these people seriously? You know, I don't know. Let me see if I got a few other things I wanted to go over for you too, because here's the delusion that some of these people fucking have. Give me a sec. Oh, this is a good one.
Everybody else keeps doing this and I want to do it, but how old do I look?
So she wants to know how old she looks.
Okay, everybody else keeps doing this and I want to do it, but how old do I look? All right, I'm ready.
Are you? Because here's reality. With the 5 pounds of makeup, filters, AI filters, your hair done, lip fillers, injections, Botox, and the ability to take this video as many takes as you want to pick the best one, I'm going to go ahead and say 47. Um, and that's being super fucking nice to you. That's with all that shit on, because I've seen you without your makeup test, and I'm thinking 50. I mean, what were you expecting? You know, what were you expecting? Like that's just fucking crazy shit. Yeah, the Botox and filler. She is gonna. I predict that the next year or two for Tess Holiday is going to be tragic. I mean, fucking tragic. It's just going to be very, very, very bad. 47 is generous. Without makeup, nah. Without makeup, she's in the 50s to me. So I don't understand why she would ask that. Like, you look like hell, woman. You look like you're about to die. You know. Um, at some point in time, reality is going to set in. Any woman who gets filler starts aging in dog years. Have you seen this thing recently where it's like they showed the one there was this video that went viral on X, I believe it was, and it was this girl who's 22 years old who looked like fucking 45, and it's not that she was wrinkly or anything like that. It's that she fucking like had all the fillers and all the fucking Botox and all the bullshit at 22 years old. It's just fucking crazy talk. I mean, it's ridiculous for people to be doing this to themselves. So let's go through some more TikTok shit here if I can find it. Hang on a second. Give me 1 second. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong fucking way. No wonder. Ah, Boom, boom, boom. All right. I don't really have any more good TikToks. I'm gonna do a full thing. 22 years old out there getting fillers, and I can't even afford skin removal. It'll get there. It'll get there. But I'm almost 55. I have fillers for volume loss. I understand that. I do. But at the same time, when people do it early to like adjust their facial structure, it fucks them up. Fucks them up bad. Fillers leave scar tissue and damage. Botox is okay, but would not recommend fillers that young. I would. Botox is a toxin. Like it's not meant to be injected. Like your skin's supposed to act, a certain way because it's supposed to act a certain way. Now, I do want to invite everybody. We are about to talk. This next video I'm going to do. I'm going to sign off. I got to go get some water, and then I'm going to come back out. But this next video I'm going to do is it's very important. This young lady, who I have made videos about bunches of times because she wasn't taking her life seriously, is now I think like 8 or 9 days away uh, uh, from weight loss surgery, and I absolutely think she needs it. So what I plan on doing here is uh, walking people through my suggestions for her because we coach a lot of people post-op, a lot of people post-op, and I hope she takes it seriously, and I know I will. But I'll be back in about 5 minutes to start early, so I hope to see you then. God damn.